Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's my content is all about the illegal arrest of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. The inside job. Interpol's diffusion notice may have been initiated by the Philippine government. Here's the video explanation piece by piece.
There is a huge developing and explosive news related to the arrest of Duterte. This pertains to the Interpol diffusion, a notice less formal than the Interpol's red notice that was initiated to arrest Duterte. But here's the kicker. There's an allegation that the Philippine government itself may have helped initiate this diffusion. Crazy, right? Let's break it all down step by step so it's easy to follow. What's an Interpol diffusion anyway? Think of it as a quick message sent through Interpol's secure network. It's like a direct email from one country to another, or a group of countries, asking for help to arrest or locate someone. It's faster than a formal red notice, but here's the catch. It doesn't go through Interpol HQ for review. That means it's less formal and doesn't carry the same weight legally. So in Duterte's case, the ICC, International Criminal Court, reportedly used a diffusion to request his arrest based on their warrant for crimes against humanity tied to his war on drugs. This diffusion was sent to Philippine law enforcement agencies, like the National Bureau of Investigation and Bureau of Immigration, and boom, Duterte was arrested at Manila Airport on March 11th, 2025. Now here's where things get spicy. There are claims that the diffusion didn't just come from the ICC. It might have been initiated or facilitated by the Philippine government itself. Yep, you heard that right. The idea is that the government may have worked with Interpol to send this alert back to its own agencies. Sounds weird? Let me explain. During a Senate hearing, Senator Marcos brought up some interesting language in the diffusion. It reportedly said something like, "This diffusion is transmitted after prior consultations with the government of the Philippines, who have agreed to comply with this request for arrest." That line raised eyebrows because it suggests that someone in the government was consulted before the diffusion was even sent. Justice Secretary Jesus Ramola denied any direct coordination with the ICC, but admitted he wasn't sure who in the government might have been involved in those consultations. So now people are asking, did someone in the Philippine government actually help push this process along? Let me break down why this is causing such a stir. It's unusual. Normally, diffusions come from foreign entities or international organizations like the ICC, not from within the same country where the arrest is supposed to happen. If true, this would be highly unusual. This has sparked political drama between Duterte supporters and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration. Vice President Sara Duterte even called her father's arrest politically motivated, claiming it was meant to weaken their camp ahead of elections. Remember, Duterte pulled the Philippines out of the ICC back in 2019, saying they had no jurisdiction over him. So if the current government did cooperate with the ICC now, it would signal a major change in policy, and not everyone is happy about that. Critics are asking why law enforcement acted so quickly on an informal diffusion instead of waiting for a more formal red notice from Interpol. Was there pressure behind the scenes? Was everything above board? How did this allegation come out? This whole thing came to light during Senate hearings when Senator Marcos started questioning why resources were mobilized so fast for an unverified diffusion. She pointed out inconsistencies in official statements and pushed for answers about who exactly was involved in those consultations mentioned in the diffusion. Now, there are calls for further investigation to figure out who in the Philippine government might have been consulted by Interpol or the ICC. Was this part of a deliberate move to cooperate with international bodies? Or was it just miscommunication or confusion within government agencies? What happens next? Well, we'll likely see more Senate hearings and public scrutiny as people try to piece together what really happened. If it turns out that someone in the government did play a role in initiating or facilitating this diffusion, it could have serious implications, not just legally, but politically too. This case is already reshaping how people view both domestic governance and international cooperation in high-profile cases like this one. And let's be real, this isn't just about Duterte anymore. It's about how far governments should go when dealing with international justice systems.